Hello, this is Daniel, and welcome again to the Human Zoo. Today is not an unboxing video. I just got a little bit of new equipment. I think I mentioned the microphone on my last video. So I have that along with the pop guard. I wanted to try out the audio for that. I also wanted to do something other than just record my voice in empty space. So this is a Rubik's Cube. This is the newest Rubik's Cube I'm aware of by Rubik's. I believe they use it in competitive play. Of course, they are competitions where you can solve a Rubik's Cube. I'm not that talented. I can solve them, but I'm not that good at it. I should say I'm not that quick at it. Get the focus on here. Let's see. Wow, this might be a mystery to everyone. If this would focus properly, you would notice this is the... Oh, here it goes. Rubiks.com, official Rubik's item, R-U-B-I-K, apostrophe S. A lot of people spell it wrong, myself included. But yeah, this is designed so it moves the quickest of their main line. This is the speed it has without any kind of breaking of the, I believe it's called qubits. When you take out the qubits or cubies, you can take those apart on their other Rubik's Cubes or off-brand cubes and lubricate it, usually with like a Vaseline petroleum jelly. Insert sex joke here. But yeah. So I thought I'd go ahead and show off that I can solve these, just so I have something going on in the video. There's not a good way to mix them as far as I know. There might be a mixing algorithm I'm not aware of that use in competitions. I just want to mix this in such a way that it's clear that I am the one solving it. It's not just me memorizing movements. From a solved position, if you turn the cube in the same way 6 times in a row, then it'll resolve. I think that's correct, because there are only so many sides and movements that it can actually go through. But anyway, this is pretty mixed up. I'll go ahead and solve. I learned with the white side, so I'll solve with the white side. For those of you who aren't aware, there are distinct sides to Rubik's Cube that do not change, even as you mix them up. Blue is always opposite green. Orange is always opposite red. And white is always opposite yellow. So when you start this up, you're going to see that there are immovable portions of each miniature cube, cubie, qubit, whatever. As an example, this one here, this is going to be resting between the white, blue, and orange sides. That will not change no matter how much you mix it, unless you peel off the stickers, which I don't recommend doing. In that same way, on the middle portions here, this is going to be white and green, so we need to put this onto the green side. That can be done fairly easily. This is part of it that is only intuition-based. You can't really make up moves or tricks to get these solved for the first portion, the first layer. You just have to know where each piece lays. Right now we have the orange with green, connecting the white L shape. Next we have the red side. This is almost solved also. So now we have, I don't know, let's see, be O in the Korean alphabet. That'd be the O sound. So we have that portion of it, the O portion. Then, let's see, we need the blue. Okay. And I mean, that's really comes down to, you can't really teach that very well. You just have to kind of tell people to solve it on their own. After that, you have the solid plus sign, the kind of the T shape. And from here, you need to get the rest of it solved by getting the corners down first. So as we mentioned before, blue, orange, white. You can spin the bottom layer here, what would be counterclockwise, and move the right side, move that counterclockwise. Move the bottom side clockwise, and then move the right side clockwise, and there you go. You have the first portion of the blue-orange layer without dividing the white layer at the top. And you can follow the same pattern. I believe the method most often uses right inverted, right, down, right inverted, down inverted, right, down, right inverted, down inverted, right, down, right inverted, down inverted, right, down. And that'll again give you a solve. I originally learned to solve this, I think when I was about 17. I was watching Dan Brown, not the author, but the YouTube artist. I don't know what he's doing anymore. I think he was hosting videos on Fuse for a while, or some type of TV show like that. But he taught me how to solve the Rubik's Cube initially, and this is all based on the method that he was displaying. I think he made additional videos showing how to solve a Rubik's Cube faster, but I'm not really into any kind of competition speed cubing stuff. Anyway, so that'll be the first face, first layer. Now, I don't know how to describe these because at this point it's just muscle memory for me, so I'm just going to go for it there. Yeah. Then same with here. Honestly, I could close my eyes after I identify what needs to be done. I know that green needs to align with green, orange side, orange, so I can close my eyes. You can't tell I'm closing my eyes, but they are closed. And that'll move that properly. When you get them stuck like this, it's the same method. Just put this cube here, and then you can solve in the normal way afterward. Okay. And there you go. So that's the first face and first two layers. This is already partially solved with the, I guess this would be the lowercase L shape. Again, I don't know how to describe this. My hands just do it at this point, which is, I'm sure, very educational for all of you watching at home. Yeah. Okay, and then, I don't know how to describe it. You have the middle portions, and you match up the top portion, the same way the bottom layer did. This is already solved up. If it's not mixed properly, it's, let's see, right, up, right inverted, up, right, up, right inverted, and that mixes the corners. What you need to do is get the corners matching for adjacent corners. So essentially you need like orange with blue, and that's what we have. You have blue and orange, so you put it up here, where the index finger of your right hand and where your right thumb can touch, and those are matching the adjacent centers. And then you do that same method I showed before, right inverted up, or sorry, right, up, right inverted, up, right. No? Let's try that again. Right, up, right inverted, up, right, up, right inverted. Okay, and that'll solve the corners. Well, that'll solve the centers. And then it looks like this already solves a couple corners for us. And then, as I mentioned before, if you do the same movement 6 times on a Rubik's Cube, it will not affect the rest of it, and it'll just kind of resolve it. Between these two corners, you're essentially going to take 3 movements. It'd be a total of 6 movements, I think. But essentially that'll work. We'll go and do a count. What I like to do, because I know that it's going to have to adjust on the top after I solve this corner and this corner, we're going to start with this corner, then move back here. That way when we're finished with this corner, we don't have to make any other movements. So move this forward. Then it's going to be that same, it's kind of like the Rubik's Cube solver's Lord's Prayer in a way, that it's just something you have to know and you can repeat without really thinking about it. So it's right inverted, down inverted, right, down, right inverted, right, down, and repeat. I didn't count. I should have. But yeah, so that'll solve that corner. And this corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But yeah, so that's the solve for the Rubik's Cube. You can see all the bits and pieces are in the right places. And then just as a bit of fun, I think they call this the flower pattern. So you have the checkerboard pattern on each side, kind of like a flower, daisy, or what have you. And then you can easily move that back. And then my personal favorite that's easy to astound people with, it's called Snake Eyes. Again, the centerpieces don't change, you just move all the cubes around them. But yeah, so that's Rubik's Cubing, and that's my new microphone. Hopefully it picked up the sound okay. Thank you for tuning in. So long from the human zoo. These are not good taglines. I bet you taste like chicken from the human zoo. Yeah, that one.